Hello and welcome to episode 4 of my Fortresscraft Evolved tutorial Let's Play series. This episode will be on finding and mining some iron. Because if we have a look in my pocket, you can see I've been gathering tin and copper bars through the smelter on the surface here. Very slow going at the moment. We are just at the very beginning of the game, so as you would expect, things go really slowly, but having said that, there's plenty for you to do because you're off finding ores and doing all sorts of things. So I've got the tin deposit that was here run out pretty quickly, so I hardly got any bars for that. As you can see, I've only got that amount. I think it uses 4 ores to make 1 bar, so that's why that got depleted. So I moved on to the next tin deposit, which is, where is it? Down there, that one that I told you about in the last episode. So now I'm starting to mine that, and of course there's 300,000 tin there, so that's going to last me a good long time. I always like to dig into the floor so I haven't got to climb over the conveyor belts or any other machines or storage hoppers, so I try to dig them into the floor like that. And what I've done is I've just run the power transmitter using that weak power at the moment until we can get iron and get better power going, and it just runs along here, and you can see I've got that mining. It's full at the moment because I'm working on copper bars, which I need more than tin. So there we are, tin's taken care of. Our next dilemma is finding iron. So if I bring up the scanner and ping unknown, because we don't know about iron yet, and if I do the left click, there's an unmined material there, but that is not iron. We need to go deeper, like I said in the last episode. So went down to the next level, mined out, found more tin, more coal, loads of coal, and then decided to go deeper. So let's go deeper. Notice in the top left, currently I'm at minus 30 meters. We'll carry on going. Of course, as you're going deeper, you'll keep doing the scan, and oh, lo and behold, lots of different resources coming up. So if we come down here, and let's just show you down here first of all. So I come down this way first on my first mine down, and I hit a giant chasm, as you can see here, and full of all goodies, but I didn't really want to go down into the cavern just yet. I wanted to do a simple mine down to find some iron. But what I can do, if I just switch quickly and, oops, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't want to throw myself down there. That's what I wanted to do, just to show you. Look how deep this goes. It is just a bottomless pit. Well, it's not bottomless, there is a bottom to it, but it's very, very deep. And this we can go and explore in another episode, because for this episode we are hunting for iron. So anyway, there we go. I come down there. I didn't want to risk going down there. I thought what I prefer to do is get some iron. So let's go back up, and I decided to go down this direction. Bring the scanner back, do another ping, and you can see that way led back to that cavern. This way found more coal there, and here we are, iron, as denoted by blue. So now what I need to do is scan it, because you can see the question mark there. We'll see it's scan, right. Okay, so that's now scanned. Let's go back to the surface and do the research for that scan. Now, most people just dig straight down. I prefer to do stairs. Much easier for getting up, and you can use the grappling hook, but I just prefer that. This is just my way of doing it. I prefer to have a nice set of stairs going up, and I can do holes later on if I wish, but that's a sure way to die for sure. Let's just do these research. Okay, so here's the materials that I've found whilst digging down to that iron. So there's some glow tubes, there's some large rocks. It's all getting me valuable points, research points. And normal rock, some bedrock, and there we go, the iron. So now we found iron, and we've got more research points, we'll be able to research more. But let's now go back to the iron, because it's one thing finding the iron, which was right over there somewhere. Here's my base, here's my smelter. I need to get that iron to this smelter until I can make my own smelters, till I unlock that technology. So let's go back to the iron. Now the fun begins, because you have to get the iron to the conveyor belt. Now, those of you that have been playing Fortresscraft a long time know that it's simple. It's not a pain. Excuse me. So it's not difficult. Those of you that are new to the game might think it is difficult. It's not. The easiest way to get this iron back to your smelter, the first thing you do is press the K key, K for kilo. That brings up this mode, and it will show you where your base is. Do you see up there? Hopefully you can see that. You can see my base, the core, the CPH. By pressing the K key, it just shows you a schematic of your base. So what I need to do, I know that my base where I like to work is 6 meters under the ground. So what I'm going to do is mine this and run it straight up as far as 7 meters. 7 because I want to bury it in the floor. So let's turn off that K. So I now need to go in that direction. And I know I need to go straight up. But first I need to get power to this, so I'm going to need to put down a mine, an ore extractor I should say, and let's see, let's put it on the side of it. Now I need to get power to it, so power I'm going to have to go straight up to the surface for, and hope that there's no other resources in my way, just like that. Let's see what this is. What is it? Oh, it's a coal vein. That's the only difficulty you're going to get, is things blocking your path, but that's alright. I'll just simply come back a bit. Let's see where that coal vein runs so I can know to go around it. Okay, so yeah, there's a gap. I need to come back that way a bit, and then I can go hopefully straight up. Straight up there, hopefully. Let's try. I'm only at 67 meters, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Now what I'll do is dig another block out besides it, so I can go up. Now what I will do is turn the light on, but I've got to be careful. No, I can't use the light yet. Drains my power too quickly. The L key, remember, gives you light, so I'm going to have to use torches. Forgive me if it gets dark. It's just that at this moment, because it's so early in the game, I haven't got the resort technology yet to be able to use that light source. So I'm going to have to just dig and hope that it don't get too dark. Alpha does give us a bit of light. I'm just going to keep mining these 2 blocks out till we get to the surface. And hopefully I'll be able to do a straight run down. Okay, now it can be that when you're mining you do too many blocks and you get stuck in the wall, so let's show you how to get out of that. So you start putting down blocks and you keep doing them, you forget that you're going to go too far and you'll get stuck in the ceiling. You'll see. There you go, I'm now stuck in the ceiling. As all you do, turn face up and dig it away, and it'll free you up. Oh, I've been missing blocks here. Right, that's all the way down. Let's keep digging here. There we go, there's the surface. Right, so now, oh, it's right near the crashed ship. There's my base. So basically got to run my conveyor belt straight over there, but I'll be a bit deeper down in the ground. For now, what I want to do is I need to get power down there. So I will place that there, and I will place a laser transmitter. Now the transmitter will only go down 64 blocks, 64 tiles, blocks, whatever you want to call them. We're going to put it at an angle, and there you go, it's shooting the beam down. Now I need to get the power from my base to over here. So let's do this in line. So I need to run all the way over here. And I'm going to need power shooting straight across here. So I can put, let's just put one here. Turn it around. Let's put a battery. Actually, no, another laser transmitter there. That should now be sending power. Yeah, that's getting power. Let's now go over here, clear a path. That is in line by the looks of it. So what I need to do now is and put a transmitter just there. See, so the beam should hit it, and then let's face it down. We will rip that one up because we don't want to waste it. That one can go down 64, so rip that up. Yeah, and it might drop down there, that doesn't matter. Whoop. Because we can go down for it, looking for it now. And we're going to follow this beam, see how far it reaches, and then place another transmitter down. Oh, it's still going. So it will go down 64 of these blocks. And as I'm at a depth of 67, that's not too far away from it. So let's keep going. Now it should be running out there. So there we are. Right, so I'm going to put another one down there. Turn it around. And now I need it just to go into the mine. But before before I feed this power, I need to set up my conveyor belts now. So that's the power done. Next is the, well, nearly the power's done. I don't want to feed it into that yet. So now I need to get the conveyor belts going. Now the problem I've got again is that coal just above me. So what I will do is mine out these blocks here, just to the right of it. Because I know that that should get past that coal. In fact, I will go, let's see, how shall I do this? Let's do the K key. So I've got to head in that direction. So I want to get past that coal and then head in that direction. Now we're going to need a hopper for the ores it extracts. So let's put down a storage hopper there. Oh, have I run out? I believe I've run out of hoppers. Let's have a quick look. Okay, so I need to go back and make a hopper. But what I can do, of course, is I can still do the conveyor belts. So let's do them. Let's go one by that. And let's put these down. Okay, so the hopper goes there, that'll feed them onto here. Now I need to go up. Like that. I'm probably going to run out of these conveyor belts as well. Okay, so now I need to follow this up, and the simplest way to do that is to just put blocks onto this one, like so. Now, I want to go in that direction, so I'm hoping this might be high enough to get by the coal. Let's see, let's switch to my scanner. Ping known. Yeah, so that looks like I'm free of it. So now I need to go in this direction. And let's put a light down. Okay, so that one I don't need. And I should now hopefully be able to go this way. It's so much nicer when I can have more power and more lights. Let's just put a torch down there. And I'm nearly running out of conveyor belts. I'm going to need to make some more. Let's just check. How far away are we? We're getting nearer. So I'm going to start going up, I think, here. And this I will now take all the way to 7 meters. So I will go up until it says 7 meters in the top left. Okay, let's just put blocks on this. Oh. Okay, right, so yeah, I've used them all up. Let's just go back now, and I'm going to need to make a hopper and a load more conveyor belts. Now the deeper you go, when you get past 75 meters deep, your conveyor belts can be attacked by parasites. Up to 75 meters deep, your conveyor belts are safe from parasites. It won't make a lot of sense what I'm saying at the moment, but I'm just explaining that for in the future. You'll see that I go as far as 75 meters just using these conveyor belts in the way that I've done. Once we get past 75 meters, we need to use a different trick to use the conveyor belts, but we'll get to that. Right, we're nearly at the depth I want, which is 7 meters. There we go. Right, that's what I want. Nearly at the surface. Let's just check. Yep, so that's the direction we need to go. So what I'll now do is dig out a pathway back there. Like so. Ah, there's one layer of my base. And let's fill this in. That one was a bit high, never mind. And there we are. Now remember, I did it one deep so I can run the conveyor belt through the floor. I don't want it on my floor. And this I'm going to run all the way to here. Oh, but there's copper in the way, so that's gonna wreck that plan. I'll just run it over the copper. Get to there, right, it's there. Right, okay, so I need to do another hopper. Let's first grab the copper bars that have been done. Q key, and you can grab out of inventories. So there we go. And now I've got 400 of both. Cool. Let's now go make a hopper first of all. And oh, I can't do that one, so it's got to be a logistics hopper. Crafting. I'll just craft one of them, and I'll do another one just in case. No harm in having two. And let's see conveyor belts now. I'm going to stick with the basic ones. Oh, mind you, that's not too expensive. So no, I'm going to switch now. The conveyor belts, normal conveyor belts, when it doesn't say basic, goes much quicker than the basic conveyor belts. So now that I've got enough tin and copper, I shall do loads of these. Crafting, 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 crafting. Right, let's see how we get on with 153. Oh, so I can upgrade all of my conveyor belts now, that's cool. Or maybe I need a little bit more tin and copper, so we'll go back. Let's start putting these down, put one there. I love the way you can do that, that's so cool. Oops. Okay. Ah, wait a minute. No, I've gone one too far. So this is where it's going to be coming up from. So let's go down a bit. And turn that to there. Another one here. That's going up. and then we'll keep doing this. Now I'm tempted actually to rip these up and put down my faster one, so I shall do that. I'll at least use the faster one up. When I've used that up, if I run out of materials, then I'll switch back to this slower basic conveyor belt. But I need to overhaul, upgrade all of the conveyor belts from this basic, because the basic is very slow. Okay. Now I need to rip this one up. Right, we can put the hopper that I made now there, and we can put in the conveyor belts there. Right, okay, so that's in place. Now let's give it power and see if this works. Okay, so I'll put one of these energy transmitters here and there, and now if all's well, that should start mining, and it should start putting the ores into the hopper, which should then, there we go, start putting them on the conveyor belt. What I like to do when I first laid a new conveyor belt is, obviously it's a good idea to follow it and make sure that it's working, as in your conveyor belts are all laid correctly. So I know they're getting this far. Let's dig out here. Oh yeah, that's where I've done it too high. Let's fix that. There we go. And let's dig along here. So it looks like my iron's happily getting this far. So it's got to here. Now what I need to do, of course, is get it to the other conveyor belt so it can start smelting. So we want that going up. Then we want that going straight across here. And we're going to want it to join just here. I'll show you why in a sec. Oh wow, there's the timer, but I'm so close. I'm just going to finish this because this was mining and smelting iron. Oops, oh look at that, I've done them all the wrong way. Never mind, let's quickly turn them. And there we go. Now what I'll do, as I've got enough copper bars for now, I'll just simply turn this one this way. That then turns off the copper for now, and that enables the iron. You see, and that's what I did with the tin. I just turned its conveyor belt in another direction. So I can turn them on whenever I want. So I've switched to the iron, because iron is what I need. Now if we come up here, empty out the copper bars. Let's see, how much have I got? Oh yeah, it's still doing good with the tin and copper. I've got 300 of each. Let's check this. So I'm going to need to wait for it. Oh, there we go. There's our first bit of iron. So what it's going to do, remember you have a maximum limit of 100. So as it uses them, it will fill up with iron, and then I'll start getting my iron bars, which was the objective of this episode. Let's see if I can show you one iron bar before I end the episode. And in the meantime, what I can now do is just try and gather up loads of iron. Have I got anything that needs to be researched? Let's go check. No, I've got no scans. What about the recipes? So let's see, I could do this anthropology. That's 15 points, very expensive. I could do this next. Mining. I'll have a think about that. Let's go back. I need to do lots of scanning, you see, to get me lots of points. So it's doing copper bars still. Tin, so it's using up them that are in this. And then it will hopefully get onto my iron. Okay, well no, I won't wait for the bars. The timer's gone. It's been 30 minutes, so you can see though that iron will start smelting up soon. Wherever you are in the world, God bless you and keep every last one of you safe. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day. In the next episode, we will look at what mining iron has done for us, what it's going to enable us to make technology wise, how it's going to make our lives easier, how it's going to help us to survive better. Okay, I'll leave it there. Goodbye.